Yay, live video. Yay. I just wanted to come on here. I know people like do this like live thing and people talk to them. So I thought I would do this live thing and have people talk to me. And it's funny because I posted, I just made that post where it was like, I'm angry because, and people already like reached out and were like, are you okay? What's wrong? What's going on? And I'm like, why does something have to be fucking wrong for me to be angry? You know, I think we really have this incredibly unhealthy relationship with anger and the ideas of anger and the expressions of when people say that they're angry, like something is wrong. Something doesn't have to be wrong for me to be angry. I mean, I can't be the only one in the world around watching this right now who is angry at something or someone or some concept or some way that their day fucking went. We have such an unhealthy relationship with anger. It's really quite fucked up. And like, women can't be angry unless without them, you know, being too emotional or something's gonna be wrong. You know what I mean? And or like something is my chakras fucking unbalanced or some kind of bullshit like that. You know, like team, listen. Tell me what you're angry about. Tell me. This is the time. Comment now, right now for me. Tell me what you're angry about. And it's okay that you're angry about it. Please. Like, talk to me. Come hang out with me. You're here. Type to me right now. Tell me about some of the stuff that you're angry about. You're allowed to release it. It is okay for you to be angry. I'm angry at people being afraid of saying that they're fucking angry. I'm really angry about that. It makes my job as a therapist so much fucking harder. I'm angry at people being assholes. Yes, Christine the Machine, thank you. Yes. What else are you angry about? Tell me, what else are you angry about? I'm angry about my personal limiting beliefs. Yeah, those limiting beliefs, right? Like, why can't we just be done with those limiting beliefs already? And we can't. And we go to therapy and we do the meditations and we balance the chakras and we eat all the right things and we take all the medicines, and yet sometimes it's still fucking there, eh? You know? I'm angry at people being cruel to others because of differences. I'm also angry because of people being cruel to others because of their differences. I'm angry because of the percentage of dropped rape charges by the OPP 6 years after their parent reform. Yeah, I'm fucking angry at the OPP too. I'm fucking angry at every cop, to be honest with you. Not a lot of them are making me unangry. I'm pretty fucking angry. But I'm more angry at the systems that perpetuate, right? That power, because there's no transparency, right? It's just bureaucracy. I'm angry at bureaucracy. I totally am angry at bureaucracy. I'm angry that we spent $600 million on a fucking election only to end up in another minority government that everybody knew we were going to be in. Right? I'm angry about being all work, no play. Oh, DJ, I feel you. I'm also angry about being all work and no play. Come on, guys, tell me, what are you angry about? Talk to me about this. I'm so tired of people saying things about angry women. I'm allowed to be angry and still be like fucking rational. You know what I mean? Like, guys, there's nothing wrong for a woman to be angry. There doesn't have to be anything like wrong for a woman to be angry. Guys, you're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be angry. Tell me, comment. We have some great people commenting about what are the things that they are angry about. Some people said that they're angry because I seem to be looked through. Yeah, Mike, I feel you. I see you, bud. I see you. I get angry when I don't get seen either. I totally get angry about that. Angry because of people being cruel to others because of differences. You know what I'm also angry about? I'm angry about misinformation. I'm angry from all sides. I'm angry that people say that people are angry because, maybe they need more of a supplement or they need a fucking chakra balancing or they've got the evil eye or some kind of bullshit like that. Like, I'm angry about that. You know, I'm really angry about that. I'm angry that so many missing Indigenous women have gone missing, have been murdered. I'm really angry about that. I'm also angry when people think I'm angry when I assert boundaries or stand my ground. Thank you, Darkest Doll, for that. Like, right? I'm also angry about that. Having boundaries and forcing them doesn't make me angry. Yeah, I'm angry about that too. Tell me, what else are you angry about? This is what we're all sharing this stuff. We're just sharing what we're angry about, team. I'm here, I see everybody else do these lives and just talk to people. I just want to be here and talk to people and talk to you about what you're fucking angry about. Because I'm not the only angry person. I'm not the only angry woman with great skin. but I'm also angry. Here's the thing. Here's one of the biggest misconceptions about anger, about emotions, actually. And I'm just going to lay this out for you right now, is that there is no such thing as positive and negative emotions. Okay? Listen to me when I say this. There is no such thing as positive or negative emotions. It doesn't, those don't exist. Those are concepts, those are confines, those are categories and definitions that we try to make to understand and categorize things. But there's no such thing as positive and negative emotions, light or dark, or all of those things. It's not, it all just is. Anger is a very valid emotion. Anger can be used to transform our emotions. Anger can be used as a derivative of fear, can actually be used to propel us into strength and personal power. Anger can activate us. Tell me, what else are we angry about? I'm angry that my friends call me an anti-vaxxer, but I'm just scared. Yeah, Christine, you know what? I'm angry that we do not create compassion for the vaccine hesitant versus the anti-vax. I am angry at anti-vaxxers, but I'm not angry at at the hesitant. I'll be real about that, right? Because the hesitant, if you are hesitant about this medicine, then that's the structure's fault, right? That's public health's fault, right? That's not, well, I don't like to place blame. I just said fault, and I'm going to kind of take that back a little bit, but that means that there's a gap. That's just showing. So it's fault. It's just showing us that there's a gap that needs to be addressed, right? And that there's some sort of communication that isn't reaching the mass majority of people, right? So I totally get that. Arthur's angry. I'm angry about people placing judgment on me and how I'm choosing to live my daily life. Stop telling me everyone has the same 24 hours. You have no idea what mine look like. Yeah, I'm angry on people placing judgment on how I choose to live my daily life too. Oh, super big time angry about that. Don't tell me how to live, Don't tell me how to live. Don't tell me what I'm feeling. Don't tell me what I'm going through. Don't tell me I'm projecting. Don't tell me, guys, team, come on. Self-aware as fuck. Don't tell me these things. What else are you angry about? Tell me, my loves. Anger is a valid emotion. You're allowed to be fucking angry. Right now, today, every day, there's a lot to be angry for. There's a lot to be grateful for. There's a lot of blessings. Cool, totally. But that's not what this space is about today. This is a space about anger. And we're allowed to be those things. I'm angry that people listen to respond instead of listening to understand and support one another. We're all going through big shit. Yeah, Melissa, I am angry and as a therapist, it's so much fun. This is such a fun skill to have. I get angry, or I am angry about that specifically because you can see when people are just thinking about what they're going to say instead of actually receiving what you are saying. You know what I mean? They're just waiting for someone else to and I get that. We're all going through shit, right? So sometimes, it can feel like a one-upping, but it's really not. It's I just want to be seen because so many people are so angry because they haven't been seen, Yeah, I'm angry. Darkest Soul, I'm angry also that you had an allergic reaction and now you can't travel. I'm angry that you can't travel. I super am angry that you can't travel either. I'm angry that I can't fucking talk about energy exchange and spirituality and all of those downloads and everything that I experience in that way without people thinking that I fucking I got vaccinated. I don't understand. I don't know why I showed you my arm, but yeah, there it is. I'm angry that I can't be spiritual and pro-Western medicine or modern medicine. I don't even want to say Western, but modern medicine. Because the best medicine sometimes doesn't come from the West. Let me tell you about the rest of the world, and how some large parts of the rest of the world have much better medical systems than we do. Let me tell you that. But I'm angry that there's all these things that are controlling how we move, right? I'm angry that some of my friends suck now. I'm angry that I had to like unfriend, unfollow, move on from people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm angry that just kind of seems like we're just in that for so long. Like, I'm angry that we keep fucking having to change and shift and transform and do all this shit all the time. Like, you know, what happened to the drugged up lazy days of the 80s, you know? Like, not that I was like super like around at that time, but like, I'm angry, you know? I'm angry about that. I'm angry that things are changing and it's uncomfortable, even though I know they need to. We all know that they need to. Our education systems need to fucking change. Our protection and policing services need to change. Our access to healthcare needs to fucking change. Our politics definitely need to fucking change. The way we hold compassion for one another needs to fucking change. I'm angry because I feel like our generation, and whoever the fuck is alive right now, is like the generation that has seen the most amount of change and shifts and ultimate transformation, and that's really fucking hard, and my soul and my body are tired. I'm angry about that. Tell me, what else are you angry about? Comment, my loves. This isn't, you know, and like, we're having this conversation, for those of you who are new and joining, we're having this conversation because there's lots of spaces for happiness and love and blessings and all of that stuff, but there's very rarely spaces for anger and for frustration and to face fear. I'm not afraid of fear. Why the fuck are you? We don't have to be afraid of fear. You don't have to be afraid of fear. It's just a fucking emotion, man. It's just an emotion. And no emotions, right? Again, I'm going to tell you again. I'm going to remind you again because there's some new people watching, right? No emotion is positive or negative. There's no such thing as positive or negative emotions, right? I've seen really toxic happiness, just like I've seen really empowering fear. Tell me what that's about, right? There's no such thing as positive or negative emotions. I'm angry that summer's over too, girl. Although I do love the fall. I will be angry when winter hits. Like, I'm not angry yet. I'm like blissfully uncomfortable because layers are sexy, you know? But I'm gonna be angry that the winter is coming. Right? What else? Tell me what you're angry about. I'm angry that it's respiratory illness and not fast-paced zombies. Yeah, I feel like the zombie apocalypse would have been much better to get through. I'm just saying. Yeah, you know what? I get angry when I have my monthly and I fucking cramp too, you know? I'm angry about that. I'm angry that I can't pray or talk about energy, and people think that it means that I can't talk about science and like evidence-based stuff, you know? I'm just finding Huggy. Listen, I get that you're disappointed, babe. Let's use some anger words. No, I'm kidding. I love you. I'm totally joking. I know you, so I'm allowed to like razz you a little bit. Yeah, I'm angry that you guys can't be friends either. I'm angry that I can't figure out how to be a good stepmom. That's a big one. Yeah, that's hard, girl. That's hard. I feel you. I mean, I don't know what that's like, but I have many friends who have been in that situation, and I get that. I totally get that. You know, I just wanted to like hold a quick little space here for anger and just to quickly talk about it a little bit, because we're so afraid of our anger. We're so afraid of what that means for us. We're so afraid of it, therefore we don't face it. Therefore, when it happens, it leads us to make really big, stupid mistakes. We see anger as an emotion that is separate from logic, that is separate from ration, and it really isn't. That's just a joke. That's just a lie that you've been told, right? That you can't be angry and rational. That doesn't make any sense. Right? If I can be happy and rational, then I can also be angry and rational. Like literally the human body experiences them quite similarly. You know what I mean? Right? Like reward and sex and orgasm. Like there's so many things that our bodies, emotions, right? The words of emotions and the categories of them, the expressions of them are the behaviors, right? Are the behaviors that we choose and we classify and define with the human experience. But our bodies and like the science, like the biology of how many of us experience so many of these emotions are actually quite similar. You know? I'm angry that no one ever taught me how to separate my anger from my tears. I'm angry at myself for not healing sooner. I'm angry when I'm trying to figure out my next big decision. I'm angry that my shadow self is so loud. Oh, let me talk to you about that shadow self, though. That shadow self is so loud because you need to hear her. Them, him, whatever. You need to hear them. The shadow self is so loud. Okay, you know what? You know what I do want to talk about really quickly since we're talking about anger. You know, it's really interesting because we see all this like new age, like divine feminine, love and light, and like pink and fairies and dust and unicorns and shit everywhere, which is really lovely. You know, I love fluffy bunny fucking clouds and unicorns and all that stuff. It's really cute, you know? And the divine feminine and like the mysticism of the divine feminine is actually a dark place, because the divine feminine is from a place of power. She is from a place of darkness. She is where the shadow is built and born. She is, if you look into the power of goddess, if you look into the power of woman, it is pain. A lot of it is trauma. A lot of it has been ravaged from so many bodies. Divine feminine isn't love and light and like fucking fluffy bunnies. Divine feminine is deep and dark and fire. And she is sacred and she is power. She'll take you out. That's divine feminine. She is seduction. Oh. She is anger, you know, she is all of those things. And yet, you know, I think the patriarchy equated divine feminine to this submission. Nothing wrong with submission, but to this passivity. Right? And that's not what divine feminine is, loves. That's not what divine feminine is. Love that you're saying this while wearing a Mortal Kombat shirt. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, I am wearing my Mortal Kombat shirt, you know? I'm in my divine feminine, my loves, you know? We're taking space and making space for anger. Because you're allowed to be angry. There doesn't have to be anything wrong for you to be angry. I mean, take that with a grain of salt, not in the literal sense of there has to be nothing wrong. Of course, there's something going on for you to have that emotion evoked in you. But that doesn't mean you have to be this like ogre of a human. You can be rational and angry. And that's what we are here to talk about today, how there can be space for all and both. And I love the one comment that was said, I'm angry that I was never taught how to be angry without tears. Yeah, that's because we were told that our anger wasn't legitimate for so long. You know? That's what it is. Because we were told that our anger and our words and our experiences were never ours to begin with. That's because we were told that, right? Anger is not a bad emotion. Anger is power. Anger, when I work with some of my patients and my clients, I literally have an exercise called Turn Your Fears into Strengths, right? What are your truths? And we look at using the power of anger and fear and all of those fear-based emotions to propel us into power and strength, to propel us into love, to help us get from one place to the other. You don't have to be afraid of fear. You don't have to be afraid of anger. You don't have to be afraid of frustration. Those are just emotions that are telling us things, telling you things about yourself and what you are experiencing. Anyways, I just wanted to talk about anger for a hot minute and bring some light to a seemingly dark topic, you know? Anybody else, tell me what you're angry about. That's what we're here for. And don't worry, you can always get back to an email about me being your therapist. I am taking on new clients. You know? Anybody else? What are you angry about? I'm angry that my shadow self is so loud. I'm angry for not healing. I have a hard time being angry, but I'm working on it. You know, when we can work on making peace with the emotion of anger and our anger, that's when we really see transformation. You know, I don't work with people. You don't see people healing through their fucking happiness. You know, happiness is great, and their joy is great. But we like, you know, that stuff feels good. We know how to do some of those things. Although I have seen really toxic happiness. I know people who spread no, I'm not even going to go there. There is just toxic happiness. There really is. That's why I like to hang out in the shadows. I like to hang out in the fears. I like to hang out in the anger. I like to hang out in the fire. Because we're afraid of it and there's no reason to be. We can hang out here. It's a good time, you know? There's a lot of healing that happens here. A lot of trauma, a lot of grief. A lot of stuff happens here, and that's what we grow through to get through it. I'm angry that my trauma response kicks me down out of nowhere. Yeah, me too. Me too. Fucking trauma responses are the worst, you know? We don't expect them, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, man, now I can't leave my house. Okay, great. Yeah. I'm angry that we don't pay enough attention to mental health. And that one of the only ways that we've been able to bring light to the topics of mental health has been through spirituality. I'm angry that that's the only place that we have been able to really hold safe ground or safe space to talk about mental health in a way that hasn't been about mental health. So many of us didn't have the language for it. I'm angry about that, you know. I'm angry that people define you by your mental health. I'm angry that you sometimes define yourself by your mental health. I'm angry that my emotions can control me. I'm angry at my mom. Ugh, this is so beautiful. You guys have no idea how fucking beautiful this is. But here's the thing now. If you're going to be angry with me, right? I want to tell you, if you're going to be angry with me, then you also need to release it. Okay? This is a great place to release it. This is a great space to do it. And if you are on a roll right now, and if I have inspired you to be on a roll right now, I need you to go get a piece of paper, go get a book, go get something, and I want you to write it all out. I need you to write down all of the different ways that you are angry right now. Write them all down. And then burn them. Burn all that anger. Release it. It's okay. It's okay that you're angry. You're allowed to be fucking angry. What a year. What an 18 months, 20 months, 5 years. How long? You know, what a lifetime we have had. Fuck. What a lifetime we have had, my darlings. You know? I'm angry that men can be fathers at 70 and women don't have that luxury. Yeah. I'm angry at the patriarchy of biology too. Sometimes. Not all the time. Because I'm definitely not angry about being a woman. Oh, shoot. Sorry, Arthur. Definitely not angry about being a woman. No. Even though we get the short end of the stick. Or beaten by the stick. Sorry, rule of thumb. Anybody else get that? Yeah. You know, we're angry. We're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to be angry people. You're allowed to be angry women. But it's not about being angry. It's what you do with that anger. It's how you behave. How you choose to behave once you've come aware of that anger. I'm angry that we don't create space for anger So the symptoms of depression, for example, which the number one symptom in men for depression is anger. And over the past year, I would say that now women have reached that, and how we actually don't diagnose depression enough because we romanticize angry old men who are actually dying of depression. And then we just say that angry women are menopausal or menstrual or whatever other kind of bullshit, or they haven't gotten laid or some kind of other bullshit about that. You know what I mean? I'm angry that we dismiss anger. Right? I'm angry about all those things. I'm angry that there's separation right now too. I'm angry that there's separation. But you know, like I said, there has to be some changes right now. That's why we have to all be angry. We have to be angry. We have to be angry about all the bullshit that's going on in Texas. And what is happening to women and women's bodies. We have to be angry about the over 6,000 missing Indigenous women, murdered and missing Indigenous women and children in this country. We have to be angry about people not taking responsibility for those murders. I don't know, like the church, the Pope, like, dude, pull it together, you know? Just like take responsibility, move forward. I don't know. Like I'm angry that a majority of birth control and contraception methods are only preached to women and not to men or to people with penises, to people with vulvas and vaginas and people with penises. Because like that's also separate, right? Some people have vaginas, some people have vulvas, some people have vaginas and vulvas. Then there's people with penises. just a little fun there for you, right? I am angry at all of that stuff too, team. And I love you guys all for being here with me and sharing in this and seeing another face of anger. Nothing has to be wrong for anger to exist. I mean, sorry, things are wrong for anger to exist, but you don't have to be crazy about it, you know? I'm angry that if I'm celibate, I'm angry or stuck up, or I'm waiting for the one. How about I just want to be on because I want to be on my own with nothing else attached to it? Yeah. I'm angry that people think that women are single, so there's something wrong with them. Yes, my love. What's up? Right? I'm angry about that too. I'm angry that when women choose to be single for a hot minute, that means that there's something wrong. You know what I mean? Because like the only right way to be is in a relationship. That's why I get angry at the conservatives. Because all their policies are family centered, and like all the rest of us who like don't live in a family with 2.5 children and a picket fence and a house or whatever whatever bullshit dream that is, a beautiful dream, but not my dream. You know, that everything is just catered to that population and the rest of us are abnormal. I'm angry that families are normal, you know, but being single for so many people isn't. So then we don't create systems and support systems for those people and for people otherwise who are alone, right? So then when people get old and then they're alone and then they die alone and then we just feel bad for them, but we could have done so much more to support people because we favor family over humanity, you know? I'm angry that the lockdown screwed my business. I'm angry for you too that the lockdown screwed your business. Yeah, that's hard. I'm angry that women are expected to be everything to everyone all the time, regardless of what we want for ourselves, and are judged relentlessly no matter what. Yeah. I'm angry that I gained a little bit of weight. Anybody else? I'm angry about it. I am. I'm a little angry. But not in like I hate myself kind of way. In like fuck you emotions. You know what I mean? Like emotions, like in stress, right? Also getting older. We'll do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love my body, but I'm like, man, I just didn't want to have to buy new clothes. That's all it is. Like, I'm trying to mind my budget, you know? I'm angry. Thank you all for sharing what you're angry about. This is so beautiful. I just feel like we have so many spaces for love, light, and happiness and blessings and gratitude and all of that stuff. And we really don't outwardly share enough spaces for anger. That's why I'm doing this here today, guys. So if you're just following on, that's what we're doing. So people are just commenting and making comments about why they're angry. Because I just made a post and I talked about some of the different things I'm angry about. So I said, I'm angry because too many people told me there was something wrong with being angry. And let me read some of my list. I just kind of went off and I just made all of these. And I was like, let's just talk about this. I'm angry because all of my safe spaces are no longer safe. I'm angry because women have been failed over and over again by people, by systems, by countries, by leadership. I'm angry that there's not enough women in leadership is what I'm angry about. I am angry that the German chancellor stepped down because she actually recognized that you need new leadership and a fresh face of leadership, but I would never see a man ever do that. I'm angry about that. I'm really angry about that because we didn't talk about that. I'm angry when stores only have a size 6 and below left on. Yeah, I'm angry when only size 6 and extra small are the only sizes that are on sale, and then they tell you that there's like a big fucking sale, and you're like, for what, my arm? What are you talking about? I'm angry that more people aren't doing the work. Yeah, me too. You know, me too. I'm angry because I'm tired. I'm angry because I'm tired of being tired. Anybody else feel that? I'm fucking tired of being tired. I'm angry about it. I'm just angry about it, you know? I'm angry because I'm tired of being lied to. Ooh. Ow, sorry. Arthur is just like chewing my hand. I need to get a toy. Hi, Joe Love Words. I love you and I miss you. I'm angry. Yeah, I'm exhausted too. I get it, right? I'm angry because spirituality has been justified to cover up laziness and contempt. And I'm going to explain that one real hard. So I'm angry because I'm really tired. This one goes in line with, I'm angry because spirituality has been justified to cover up laziness and contempt. Goes along with I'm angry because the same people who have contempt for modern medicine are also the same people using this language to gain trust from others. Yeah, I'm angry about that because you can't fucking tell me that the science of things in one way, but then say that, when it comes from a doctor's mouth, it's wrong, it's illegitimate, it's power over, it's I don't know, it's whatever it is. I'm angry about that. I'm angry that spirituality has held so much space for people to say that we can be inspired and divinely inspired and love and light, and I can receive downloads from the universe and from all of these places and spaces, but when a doctor does it, then it's evil. When a doctor does it and creates medicine to save lots of lives, that then it's it's like a bad thing. Then it's mind control, or we're sheep or some kind of shit like that. I don't fucking know. I'm angry that people forget that their souls are having a human experience. I'm angry about that. I'm really angry about that. I'm angry because some of my friends suck now. Well, they're probably not my friends, but I'm angry about it. I'm angry because I'm tired of people lying to me, to themselves in the process. Yes, I'm definitely angry because I'm so tired. I love you guys too. I love you, Ken and Lily, so much. Thank you guys for joining me today. I just wanted to give us a few minutes of this space to talk about anger, to be in this anger, and to be collectively in it from a place of love. Because you can be. We can be. You can be angry and be held with love. And to do it with love. So thanks for being angry with me, team. I hope this helped. And again, if this inspired you to be in this space of anger, and now all of a sudden you're feeling this emotional stuff and this energetic stuff, which probably some of you are, right? I want you to get a book. Get a book. I got this book from a darling friend that I absolutely adore. And I want you to write down all of the things and the reasons and the places and the seasons and the people and the blessings and the reasons, all the things that you are angry about. And then I want you to rip out that piece of paper and I want you to go burn it. And just release it. Because anger only has the power that we allow it. You choose the behaviors because we cannot choose the emotions. We choose how we respond to the emotion. The emotion is not what's wrong. The behavior that comes from it, the reaction that comes from it. This is why I'm having a space for anger and holding a space for anger, so that we learn how to respond and we stop reacting. So if somebody tells you that it's not okay for you to be angry, to calm down, to not be anger, tell them to go fuck themselves with love. Because there's nothing wrong with a little bit of anger. In fact, it's healthy. So I hope this helped you release something today. Bye, babes.